Hey maker, thanks for stopping by Stain Splinter Studio. Today we're going to be making a beaded badge reel. Let's get to making it. Hey maker, so today we are making a badge reel, a beaded badge reel. So we're going to bead this part of the badge reel, whereas last time in the last video we made the dangle. I personally prefer the dangle because it's removable. Not everybody wants it just to be on their badge reel. It gives them a little bit of a opportunity if they want to stick it on their purse or they want to put it on something else, then they can do that and use it for a different purpose. So that's that. And it can be matched with other badge reels, so they can use it with, multiple different badge reels instead of just using it with the one that I'm beading right now. So that's why I prefer a dangle. We made them in another video, so if you're interested in learning how I make a dangle, go ahead and check that video out after this one. I'll attach it to the video. But to get started, I have a badge reel. I've got a clip. I also have a clothespin. This is a little tiny baby clothespin, which I find really useful instead of the larger ones. So you can use either one. I'm gonna wrap it either way, whichever one I use. I'm gonna wrap my string around it. You need this so that you don't lose your string when you untie it. I have also got a 20mm bubblegum bead, two 10mm bubblegum beads, and then two, I wanna say these are 5. They might be 5 or 4mm bubblegum beads. And I do the little tiny ones because I think it finishes it off. It gives it more of a cleaner, more rounded out kind of look when you have the little ones on the ends. And I have 2 because what I do also is I put a crimping bead at the end so that my beads don't move around. So they're stuck in one place, so they're not constantly moving every time the retractable piece is pulled. The beads aren't flying all over the place. So you'll see what I mean here when we get started. I've seen a lot of people do this and they take this piece off. They take that off. I don't do this. I don't do that. I'm gonna show you what I do. Just because it's kind of a pain to get that piece back on. It takes 2 hands, and I have figured out a way to do it that's really easy and fast, but it's still, if I don't have to do it, I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna take off the entire thing. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie it off before we remove this piece so that we don't lose our string. I'm gonna pull out a good amount of it just so that I have some working room. So I'm gonna take my clip, put it there, and then I'm going to wrap my string around the clip so that there's a really good chance that I'm not going to lose this string into the badge reel, because once you do, it's gone forever. You can't get it out. See this one? It's gone forever, and that's ruined now. Okay, so you definitely don't want to lose this string. You are also gonna be taking off this bottom piece here, so you don't want to lose this piece either. So I'm gonna snip it right there, stick it aside, and see that's not going anywhere. Okay, so our string is tied off using the clothespin. Nice and secure. I know I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to add first my crimping bead. And this hole is big enough that it doesn't need the beading needle. And then I'm going to put my little silver end bead. And then I'm going to do one of my tie-dye beads, puppies. One of my tie-dye beads, then my 20mm, and then another tie-dye to give myself that little pattern. Finally, my end bead. I'm going to take, this is the beading needle we talked about that I was so sad about the other day that I had broke. So it's got a pointy end and then a big hole in the middle. So all I have to do is stick my little wire or my thread into that hole and see how it holds onto it for me. And now I don't have to worry about this hole. I got to take that out. Probably should have done this first. Since I can't get that, I'm going to use my vinyl beading tool to sort of poke it out. Okay, and now we're going to take our needle and we're going to go through the flat end. And see how it goes all the way through really easily. And we're going to pull, and my wire is through. My thread is through. I keep calling it wire because I usually work with beading wire. And I can remove my beading needle because I am done with that. It's the most fantastic thing ever. And now I'm going to tie a tiny knot, and I want the knot to get as close to the end as possible so that I have as much of my reel. You can go as long as, you know, as it's meant to, instead of cutting off like a whole ½ inch or inch of retraction. And that's all I need. This tiny little knot, that's all I need. And then I'm gonna just trim off. That's not scissors, you guys. I'm just gonna trim off the frayed part just to clean it up. Check my knot, make sure it's really good and secure. I did cut it a little close, it looks good. I'm going to test it before I remove my clothespin. I'm going to test it to make sure that it holds. It's holding. It's not going anywhere. It's not pulling through. So I could technically remove this right now, but I'm not going to because I'm going to first, I want the space to work to secure my crimping bead. So I'm going to just leave that there for now. And there's my crimping bead. And take my crimping pliers. And I'm going to give it, I want to hold it down so that my beads are all the way down when I do this. Go through the first crimp. And the second. Hard to do it from this angle. It's usually right up at my face where I can see it. And that's it. That's good. So see, now my beads don't move. See how they stay in place? They're not going anywhere. They're not going to flop around. They're going to stay securely fastened to the bottom of my badge reel. And there you have it. Completed. Oh, it's not a great badge reel though. This happens when you get stuck in the back. Yeah, I fixed it. So there you have it. And again, but those beads are not moving. They are secure. There, it is perfect. Super pretty. I'm going to take a piece of Velcro and add it. Okay, my piece of Velcro is going to go right there. And then I have a beaded badge reel. Okay, super simple, pretty straightforward. This should have been a really fast video. If you have any other questions or want to see another way to do it, or if you have other ways to do it, go ahead and put those in the comments. If there's something you think is easier, I'm more than open to like any suggestions or, you know, helping each other. So anybody else who's watching this video who might see the comments, you know, they can see that as well. Like I said, I do prefer, and I do usually do my dangles, just like they're just easier for me. I like that I can do a bunch of them and I don't have to mess with the wire. And again, it's something that my customer can use with other things, not just with their badge reel. And they can change them out for different occasions or seasons or whatever. If you like this video and want to see more, definitely please like and subscribe. Next time, we're going to be making cervical dilation beads. So keep an eye out for that video, and I'll explain what those are and again how I make them. I have a variety of them. It's kind of my new favorite thing to make. They're super easy, very useful, and you can do so much with them with the different colors of beads and stuff like that. So I really like these, and they're a fantastic addition to any shop that sells badge reels. So that's it. If you, again, have questions or anything like that, go ahead and put those in the comments. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.